Hi you guys, welcome back to Pilates by Eden. Today we'll be doing a 15-20 minute deep stretch, and we're going to focus a lot on breath work and just take our time and move through each exercise, trying to hold our stretches for 20 to 30 seconds. So we're going to start on our mats, and we're just going to have a basic couch pillow to help support. We're going to come to lying down, support your head on the mat, and just rest here for a moment with your knees bent and arms resting by your side. And find a few breaths in as you feel yourself melting into the floor. Trying to use your nose to breathe in and getting as much air into the body as you possibly can. And as you exhale, letting every drop of air out. Just kind of noticing where the air goes, whether you're breathing into your belly or into your chest or even laterally into your ribs. And 2 more breaths here. And last one. We're going to draw both knees into the chest. We're going to clasp onto the outer knee. The elbows are wide so that the chest can stay nice and open. Finding that breath. And as you exhale, pulling the knees in even more. It's as if you're pushing the air out as you draw the knees in. Releasing out for an inhale. And exhale to pull knees to chest. As you exhale, let all the air out. So here as you're pulling the knees in, feeling the tailbone get wider. So the muscles expand away from the tail. And hopefully getting a nice stretch through the low back. So 2 more breaths here. And last one. As we come out of that stretch, left foot goes to the floor, right heel over the left knee, arms come out to the sides. I'm going to gradually let that right foot draw down to the floor, feeling that rotation through the spine and looking the opposite direction. You can increase the stretch by bringing that right knee closer to the floor. Really releasing through the outer glute here. 1 more breath in this position. And gradually working your way back through center. Let's find the other side. Left ankle over right knee. Draw the left foot to the floor as you look to the left. Increase the stretch if it feels good. And keep your chin drawing towards that left shoulder. Getting a little wider here through the greater trochanter and that spinal rotation. Two more breaths. And last one. Gradually working your way back through center. We're going to bring the feet flat to the floor. And you can line your heels up with your sit bones so you're in that nice anatomical position. We're going to inhale as we open the knees out to the sides. You'll find the spines of your feet. And exhale to lower the belly down as you draw the knees back center. Just a nice controlled opening of the legs, allowing the pelvis and hips to stay nice and flat. Exhaling together. So trying to have a nice even feel as the knees open out equally side to side, so there's no rocking of the pelvis. So you're getting longer through the inner thighs. Exhale, lower the belly and draw the knees back center. We'll do 2 more. Inhale to open. And last one. This time we're going to lengthen the left leg down your mat and draw the right knee into its chest. Extending that leg to the ceiling. And let's open up through that right ankle as we circle onto the ceiling. If this feels better for you in a bent knee, you can do that too. And then reverse the circle. From there, we're going to flex and point a few times, feeling the stretch work through the back of the leg as the heel reaches to the ceiling. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And then we're going to pull that straight leg in for a stretch. I'm going to lift my head up off the pillow as I nod my chin to my chest and hold for a stretch. As I release back to the floor, I'm going to let that straight leg cross the midline. And once again, you can bend it if you need to. Bring back into that rotation a little deeper this time. And once you find that floor at rest on the floor, try to bring it up towards that top corner of your mat. You're going to get a little bit more length through the back of the leg. And as we uncoil, we'll bend the knee first, bring it to the chest as we come back center. Lengthen that leg long down your mat. Left knee comes in for a pull and an exhale. Lengthen and extend the leg. And we'll start with circles through that left ankle. And a reverse. Pausing center, reaching that toe towards the ceiling, and we'll flex and point. Pause, center. You're going to pull that straight leg into the chest, nod chin to chest, and roll up as you pull that straight leg in towards you. Hold for your stretch. And as you come out of the stretch, leg gets nice and long as it dips across the midline and presses up towards that front corner. Just do whatever's comfortable and just keep breathing through the stretches. And as I exhale, I can draw my left rib towards the mat, and that's going to increase the stretch and the spinal rotation in this position. As I come back centered, bending the knee first, pull it into the chest, and find your back flat on the mat. From here, I'm going to lift my head to remove the pillow. I'm going to place that pillow right underneath my tailbone, my hips, just as a nice support. Nice breath in here as the arms float up towards the ceiling. We're going to do a few circles here to mobilize through the shoulders. Inhaling up. Exhale out and around. So as your arms are dropping overhead, try to keep your ribs melting down towards the floor so they're not flaring up towards the ceiling. 2 more. And last one. I'm going to take those arms to the ceiling and let them pause there. I'm going to take my left arm and let it reach across the chest with the palm down. So you're going to feel the scapula widening away from the spine as that left arm drops across the chest. And hopefully getting a little wider here in the posterior deltoid. And while you're doing this, try to maintain your neck length. So try not to let the shoulder creep up into the ears. Bringing that arm back up to the ceiling and switching to the right side. Once again, palms down, neck is long, and the arm crosses the chest. You can apply a gentle pressure to increase that stretch. Feel the scapula drawing away from the spine. One more breath. Exhale, hopefully getting a little deeper. And then coming up to the ceiling. So we're going to do that same idea, but this time at the same time, we're going to cross as if we're giving ourselves a hug. I'm going to try to reach my arms as far around my back as I can. Elbows pointed towards the ceiling. Take a big breath in here, and as you exhale, see if you can get the scapulas to draw a little farther away from the spine or into your hands. As you lift gently up off the floor and lower back down. So this is just a little spinal, actually scapula mobility. You feel the scapulas moving and drawing back down towards the floor. Do 2 more. And the last one. Opening the arms out to the sides with the palms up this time. And just reach the fingertips as far away from the body as you can. So you can feel as if your arms are getting longer. From here, the back of the palms are at rest on the floor. We're going to curl all 5 fingers in towards the palm of the hand for a fist. And then open back up as wide as you can. So getting stretching through the inner part of the fingers. And again, curl to get a nice squeeze into a fist. And open gently back up. 3 more. And 2. Squeeze, get a nice pinch. And open up, lengthen through the fingers. And last one. And lengthen out. Wiggle those fingers around. And draw them back to your sides. I'm going to lift up my hips and remove the pillow. And I bring that pillow between the thighs. So taking a nice breath in here, I want to feel that inner thighs activate a little bit. And as we exhale, we're going to squeeze onto our pillow and lower the belly down towards the mat. So you're going to feel the abdominals kick on, the inner thighs on. Hold that contraction until all the air is gone, and then slowly release as you breathe in. Exhale again, ribs are melting down, belly draws towards the mat, squeeze the pillow. And control to inhale as you release the contraction. This can be as intense as you want it to be, or maybe you're increasing the amount of pressure you're applying each time. Feeling the low back press into the mat. You're feeling a little tuck of the tail, a squeeze of the inner thighs. Hold for just a moment before inhaling to release. And 3 more. Nice deep breath pattern. It's going to help you decide how fast you're going to move. And last one. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Hold that tension. Press into your feet and just slightly lift your hips up off the mat. Hold the tight squeeze on the pillow. And now we're going to go into a little pulse. So we're going to squeeze and release for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, squeeze to hold. And now we're thinking the hips are going to pike up just a tad, little dips, and lift, and 8, and 7. Keep squeezing the pillows. 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold. Slowly lower down, and we can remove the pillow. So I'm actually going to bring it under my feet. If it's not the right type of pillow for your feet, just bring your feet flat to the floor. So we're doing a few bridges here to mobilize through our spine. We're tucking that tail as you feel the pelvis draw towards your shin, your chin, and slowly roll on up to your bridge. Back of the neck stays long. Hips are nice and level. Inhale at the top. And your exhale slowly brings you back down. So we want to try to stay in alignment here so the knees aren't going to flare in or out. And the chest stay open so shoulders are resting on the floor. And 2 more, focusing on articulating. So 1 piece at a time lifts up as you press into your feet. And again, 1 piece at a time begins to roll back down. Last one. And a slow lower. I'm going to rock those knees side to side. Just a little more dynamic than the side stretch. Two, and 1. Great job. So I'm going to remove the pillow from my feet and I'm going to use it for my head as I come to my side. I'm on my left side. My knees are bent, hips are nice and stacked, shoulders are stacked. And this might be available to you, it might not. If you can grab that ankle and open up just a tad. So you want to feel long from the tip of the knee all the way to the shoulder opening and drawing back, but only stretch as far as you can stay stacked. So if you feel yourself rolling off, you went a little too far. I'm going to take that knee and guide it towards the chest. And work myself back out to that neutral position. I'm going to lift that leg up to hip height. And I want to start drawing circles with that knee. So I'm focusing on mobilizing through the hip. 3 more. You can place your hand on the mat in front of you if you need help stabilizing. You can also float the arm to the ceiling if you want more of a challenge. And reverse that circle. Let's go the other way. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Extending that leg long. And do a little straight leg lift and lower for 10. 8. Trying to keep a little space between your body and the mat. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to lengthen the bottom leg and draw the right knee towards my chest in the front of the mat and open out again for that rotation stretch we've done. Gradually working onto my belly and pressing back to a child's pose. So your knees can be narrow or wide. Now come up to our hands and knees. Pushing those hands down into the mat. Make sure the knees are directly under your hips. We're going to create a little circle here so that we get a little stretch and movement through our wrists. Could be big or small, whatever feels good for you. Just create a circle in one direction. And you'll feel your weight shifting from knees to hands. And then reverse your circle to go the other way. Coming center where you feel nice and even on all 4 points. Take your nice breath in, and as you exhale, driving the belly towards the ceiling, tucking the tail, nodding the chin, and rounding through your back. Once you have that round C curl, you're going to draw your booty towards your heels and back up, increasing the curl. Draw the booty back, feel yourself getting longer from head to tail. 3, 2, and last one. Neutral and release, opening the chest, drawing the booty back. Neck is nice and long. As we come back up to neutral, we're going to look towards the right hip and draw the right hip towards my right shoulder or right ear. And as you do this, try to stay nice and flat through the belly and the back. Left side. Breath in, exhale, one more to the right. Last one. And back center. Good, so let's work on to our right side to complete that side series that we did. Pillow if you want it. We'll start with that bent knee. And finding that space between your body and the mat, we're going to float that leg up to hip height. And we're going to start those circles. So once again, thinking about opening up through the hip and maintaining length through the waist. Three, 2, and 1. Reversing it. Keep your breath connected. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Before we do the straight leg, we're going to grab the ankle and open up through the anterior portion of our body. Hopefully getting a little quad stretch and a shoulder stretch here through the pecs. Drawing that knee towards your chest to pull it in. And then extending it long for a long leg lift for 10, 9, 8, 4 more. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Pulling that knee into the chest, let it rest on the floor in front of you. Extend the opposite leg and open that chest to ceiling to find the rotation. Exhale. Gradually working your way back center. And we'll push back to child's pose. Let those knees go nice and wide this time, and arms extend in front. I'm going to put weight into my hands, curl my toes under, press up to a downward dog pike. Here I'm really reaching the booty away, pressing out of my hands. And I'm on my toes because that's what feels good right now, but you can certainly lower and lift the heels a few times to really get into that stretch. Your chest is pressing towards your knees for 5. Lower lift. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And then walk in place so we get additional stretch through that calf. Trying to get that foot flat as you can. 4 more. Here's 2. And last one. Ooh, working my way back to the mat as my knees draw down. I'm going to do a little serratus work here. So you can certainly do this on your forearms if you need to. I'm going to keep those toes curled under. Anchor my hands under the shoulders, press into my toes and float the knees ever so slightly off the mat. I'm going to hold this position. Feel the armpit area kick on. Make sure your chest stays lifted. You're pressed out of the shoulders. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest down. From there, we're going to go into a hip stretch, drawing the right knee forward. So if this doesn't work for you, you can let that leg extend out as well. So it's whatever feels good. I'm going to shift my chest so that I'm right over the hip. I'm going to bring myself down and stretch over that hip. Try to breathe into that tight spot. See if you can get it to let go. Finding my hands on the mat, I'm going to press gently up into an extension as I shine my heart away. And then again, over that hip. Inhaling as I press up. And you should be able to get a little stretch here to that hip flexor as well. And last one. I'm going to come out of that stretch and find the other side. Rotating over the hip and trying to hinge directly over it. Let all the air out as you melt down into the floor. And on your inhale, lifting up to an extension. 2. And last one. I'm going to arrange my legs long down the mat. Make sure I can feel my sit bones. I'm stacked right up over my sit bones, hips and shoulders. Legs are parallel. I'm going to float the arms for a big breath. And as my fingertips reach towards my toes, I'm going to drawing that belly back to get a spine stretch forward over the toes. Gradually restacking the spine. Inhale up with the arms. Exhale, dive. And one more, moving with your breath. And restacking up. So I'm going to turn to face you so we can do a little neck mobilization. We're just going to draw the ear down to the shoulder, side to side. So first, thinking about mobilizing through your cervical spine. We're going to add a little stretch. So we're going to pause on the right side. We're going to take that chin and draw it slightly up towards the ceiling. You're going to feel a stretch through the left side of the neck here. Just do what feels comfortable. Back center, up and over the top, find the left. Gently draw the chin slightly to the ceiling and let that shoulder stay down. Mine wants to creep. Center and all the way up. Let's look side to side. And a few circles. Noticing if you have pain or tension. We'll shake it out. And we're doing one more arm stretch here. Arms float overhead. We're going to bend one arm, grab that elbow and pull it just to where it's comfortable. We're going to add a lateral stretch, so the next time you exhale, lateral stretch to the right. Inhale up as you use that core to restack. 2 more. And last one. All the way up. Shake those arms out and we'll do the other side. Start with what feels good. Take your breath and exhale. Add that lateral flex. And as you laterally flex, keep both your sit bones down on the mat. 2 more. Last one. And resting those arms down. Good. We're going to lift up nice and tall, rotate left. As you exhale, get that, it's like you're wringing the water out of a towel. Get that extra push. Awesome. Feet come together, knees out wide for a butterfly, and we'll end with a gentle hinge over the feet. Inhale up tall. Exhale, press. And those of you that need an added stretch, press those knees down as you hinge. Last one. And all the way up. Great, guys. Thanks for joining me. I hope you're all happy and healthy. Have a good day.